But you gotta be there for me too.
Hey guys, Mosa here, and today I'm bringing you my next episode of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Now, last time I think we left on was, I think we did the third day of investigation, so I think this is trial, and I think they also mentioned that it's only 3 days, meaning that this will be the final day of trial. So, without a further ado, let's get started. October 20th. 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. Alright, talking like always. The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was in fact Studio 2. Today, I will call on people present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Very well. Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today. Yeah, he's basically not gonna get a conviction from Will Powers, so obviously. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. Prosecution calls Miss D. Vasquez to the stand. Miss D. Vasquez is a producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. Still smoking. Is it not allowed to smoke in a courtroom? Will the witness state her name and occupation? D. Vasquez. I'm a producer for Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes. I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here. Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder. Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay. Right. If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. Alright, witness testimony day of the murder. I entered the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 sharp. It ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later when we all went to Studio 2. That's all. I didn't see a lion there. I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you? The van. There's a van at Studio 2. Yeah, that's there. I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk. What with the monkey's head toppling over. Alright. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. This is it. The final battle, Nick. Let's do it. Cross-examination. Let's go. I don't know what to... Alright. Okay. Rehearsal, Studio 2. Yeah, there was. I'm gonna press this. Hold on. You had Sal take you? What does that mean? It means what I just said. I had Sal take me to the studio in the Studio 2 van. Oh, right. Okay, that one. Let's see. And what were you doing during that time? Don't hit your desk. It irritates me. Yeah, Mr. Wright. Yes, yeah, Mr. Wright. Oops. It was a 15-minute break. I'm just gonna have to do everything. Do you have someone who can verify this? Sal. No, I mean someone else. One person is enough. If she committed murder during that break, she wouldn't have had time to eat a T-bone steak. If I had some evidence that proved she didn't eat that steak... Well, Nick, find anything? I kind of wish she said a little more. It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being the boss. But I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said somewhere. Let's hope so, Maya. How do I, I'm just gonna look over these. So there's nothing about the plates. I'm gonna press this. I didn't press it earlier. By yourself? Yes. And you didn't stop at the employer area? No. Are you always this terse? Yes. Oh dear. Okay, I don't know what to do, honestly. Did no one leave during the meeting? No one. Come on, let's talk a bit more about that. The witness did not come here to engage in idle conversation. Stop interrupting the testimony. The same could be said of to you. The same could be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth. And please stop banging on your little desk. It hurts my ears. I don't know what I'm gonna do. And what exactly was that? I forgot. Maybe you could try remembering? No. The meeting ended at 4, and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5. I would think it was between those times. You would think? Come on, all you did was state the obvious, Edgeworth. I don't know. I'm gonna say Jack's autopsy because he was his time of death was 2:30 p.m. So, without further ado, objection. Oh, the witness statement was clearly faulty, Your Honor. I'm sorry, I cannot see any faulty. Unfortunately, I will have to penalize you, Mr. Wright. Oh, I must have been on the wrong track. How about this? Um, this is tough. Um, take that? Oh no, not again. Okay, I'm not reading that again. Yeah. Maybe I can do. Let me. Oh my god. I don't know what I can do. I've already lost a few lives. Okay. It's the same, so I'm not repeating it. Oh no. Oh. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Okay, that's the same. I don't know what to do. I don't want to lose more lives. I'm just have to hold everything again. Like, I don't have any evidence. Or at least... Oh my god. Let me check out the court record again. It's not that, it's not that. Wait a minute. I think I might have gotten it. It has to be the T-bone steak. And even though those plates are from the employee area, the photo in the other area didn't have bones. So, objection? I got it. Okay, finally. Ah, as I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak. But I say you did not. What's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. It's a plate. This plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Mr. Wright, need I remind you it was a T-bone steak? Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Miss Vasquez and Mr. Manila ate at the table outside of the trailer. And there you go, there's no bones. Yet there were no bones left on those plates. The plates were bare. Yeah, she's getting... Ooh, let's go. Ms. Vasquez. Tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know why. You didn't eat the steak. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took the steak and threw it somewhere, like the incinerator. I see. Then that was Miss Vasquez. And what was Miss Vasquez doing during the break? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? She was meeting the Steel Samurai. She was meeting with the Steel Samurai. Order! Are you saying? Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat the steak, her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai. And then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. Oh, she's getting tense.
Oh, Mr. Wright. Isn't that a little presumptuous?
What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it. Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. Any day, Vasquez. Good luck, Nick. Let's see. What was the murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear. Yes. I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use a heavy spear as a weapon? You couldn't. But if... Oh no, did she push him off like the other guy? Oh, then you could have killed him, but you don't have the strength for the spear. I think you would have a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would. Huh. You see? Yes. However, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning? The samurai spear was not the murder weapon. I knew it. What?
What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body.
I have proof, Your Honor.
Can you prove that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon?
And it must be this. What?
Wrong, Mr. Wright.
But I haven't said anything yet.
I know you well enough by now to know that when you're going to present me the wrong evidence.
I can sense it too with my fey blood. Okay, so I picked the wrong evidence. Enough with all this sensing. Right. Okay, here's the real evidence, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear, I guess it's the spear itself. I present you my proof. This so-called murder weapon.
But that is the murder weapon.
Not so fast. Remember that this spear broke during the morning action scene run-through. But someone fixed the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man through, who is wearing a thick costume with this through the chest? That is true, it is impossible to do it with a broken spear.
Order! Order!
Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about it. What you were... Silence. I'm the one testifying here, and I will be heard. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell me what was. How was Hammer killed?
Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon was used to kill Mr. Hammer?
I can. I wouldn't make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was.
I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well, let's see this murder weapon then.
Now the photo comes into play. Look at this photo.
What is this? Why, that's Jack Hammer standing on the top of the stairs. Order! Order! If I cannot have order in this trial... okay. If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about?
This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is the photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked out to the outside. It was a closed, kept secret at the studios. What does this have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it? See the fallen man on this photo? See how the fence post pierced him right through the chest?
What? Are you saying?
Yes. What happened 5 years ago? There it is. Has happened again.
Mr. Wright, continue.
At 2:30 on that day of the murder, Miss D. Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside of Studio 2's trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs and onto the fence. Just like that. Just like Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die. 5 years ago. Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Oh, very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff. You deny that what I say is true? Mr. Wright, let's say for the sake of argument that Mr. Hammer died at the trailer as you say. Yet the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? And in the evil magistrate's costume, nonetheless. Are you claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned to the trailer all in the space of a 15-minute break? How could I dispose of the body? The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes, from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio 1 and placed in his costume? There wasn't enough time. Except there was, because there was a car there.
Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, could she have dealt with the body? Yeah, she could.
I'm gonna say she had another way. What if she had another way to carry the body other than her own hands? For instance? Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. There was a way for the body for you to carry that body. Interesting. Let's hear it then.
Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body.
And it's the van. Miss Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio 1, and you used the studio van to do it. Shouldn't have mentioned that. Recall your testimony. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me. You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then before everyone else got there, you put the body in the evil magistrate's costume. Hold on. Don't forget that it was Salmonella that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator? He was. Of course Salmonella has to have been a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There was no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. Also, don't forget, they had to dispose the steel samurai costume. So they had to because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burnt it in the small incinerator. Miss Vasquez. Shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose. You win. It was fun. I win? What's with this silence? What's with the awkward silence? So what happens next? Don't me? Don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? I lost? Something like that? I just said that. Wait, so you mean D. Vasquez? So it was you. You killed Jack Hammer. Silence again? Oh my god. Can y'all start talking again? It's too awkward. Who can say? Huh? Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright, we just engaged in a battle of wits. And the result of the battle, you proved that the possibility I murdered Hammer. Right. But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What? 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 Oh, now you're gonna talk.
Order! Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts.
Of course, it's as the witness says. Certainly, it does seem very likely she did it, but there's no proof. Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came here as a witness today. If you've no more questions, I'll be leaving. What do I do now? Testify again? I'd like you to testify again.
Testify again?
Know when to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before, the truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said all that there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? You'd ask the same questions, get the same answers. What a waste of time. Damn. It's come so far, only to fail.
As it seems, there are no further questions. I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vasquez.
Edgeworth?
Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor.
I didn't.
Oh my god, that was funny. I see, very well.
Again?
Your Honor.
I request the witness testify again. You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. I just want to hear your testimony again. Does it make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see why we have anything to gain repeating the last several minutes.
Mr. Edgeworth, I too see little point in Miss Vasquez repeating herself. What exactly did you want her to testify about?
Well, yes, indeed, rarely I say ergo. I want to hear about what happened after they found the body.
After they found the body? Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter.
Nick? Why did Edgeworth? Who knows? He probably realized she did it too. But, wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? After all that, Edgeworth. Oh, this guy's on my side now. Oh, this is juicy. I was with Sal and Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers shows up. The security lady, Oldbag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceeding. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home.
I see no issues raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
Okay, Nick, we're close. Real close. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need to twist the truth out of her, Nick. Right. Cross-examination, okay. Okay, I think that's true. Okay. Doesn't seem out of the ordinary. Oldbag, the security lady? Why did the security lady think Powers had done it? She said because she saw him going towards the studio. Right, the Steel Samurai. Did the detective arrest Mr. Powers based solely on the security lady's word? Perhaps not. She seemed to have also given the detective that photograph. Of course, I heard all of this after the fact. That photograph, meaning the one taken by the security camera. She's not known for exhibiting the best sense of judgment when it comes to Hammer. I don't think there's anything in there I can use. Okay. What? You asked to be left out? Yes. It seems that everyone else was questioned. I'm not really fond of that sort of thing. What? But you can't just decide who the police will and won't question. Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that since we were in a meeting, there was no way we could have been involved. Thus, they covered for us. And FYI, the murder scene was Studio 2, so you were involved. Covered for you, or covered it up for you? There must have been a lot riding on it with all those big wigs at the meeting. I'm sure her professionals helped convince everyone they didn't require questioning. Wait a second. So you go to the rehearsal without the script and direction notes? That doesn't make sense. The script and your direction notes? Yes. They're quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen. No, I guess not. Press harder. That don't make sense. Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio 1 for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? There was a murder after all. How did you know? Who could think of rehearsing after that? Oh yeah, I guess. No, Phoenix. That's it.
Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please continue.
Wait, what? You? Your Honor. I have an objection to the witness's last statement. Russ helping me. Wow, thank you, bruh. Huh? Hey, Miss Vasquez said she didn't bring her script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Do you see what that means? She would have known about the murder before going to the Studio One. Ooh, you done messed up.
Order! Mr. Edgeworth, what you've just said is a reasonable observation.
However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move.
Or are you thinking a career change to the fence?
I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement. However, regardless how the court sees my role here. Now, Miss Vasquez, do you have any explanation? I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me. So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense. What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal.
Very well, the witness will change her testimony to reflect this reason.
I knew him. No, it was Powers. How do I'm gonna press that. But it was Powers who was injured, not Jack Hammer. How did you know about that injury? How did I know? Sal. He told me. Sal, the director. You have to find something to peg this on her. Here. Or everything we've done until now has been wasted. I believe in you, Nick. Go get him. I know. Oh my god. Okay, there's nothing to... Is it this? Yes! Got it. You knew Hammer was injured? Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. What?
Mr. Wright, explain yourself.
Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo. But that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Pretending? The one who was injured in that run-through that morning, that person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured? I already said it. It was Sal who told me. That's right. He must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Mr. Manella was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasquez, you saw Hammer limping. You actually didn't hear anything from Manila. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes.
Yes, but wasn't it because Mr. Powers was... Wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured?
Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers.
Ah!
And when he was doing this, well, it would have had to been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume. and went to Studio 2 where he was murdered. Exactly. Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in that Steel Samurai costume. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Hammer That's why you had thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. Ooh.
Order! Order! I will have order!
Witness? Can you refute this claim? Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this one, Vasquez. Very well. I have a question for you. Why are the real killers always so persistent? Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing. That is true.
Yes, you would need a motive. Why would she have killed the victim unless...
Was this in self-defense? Did she kill him in self-defense? Oh, this might be the case. Because he might have been tired of her and might have gone to kill her and framed it on powers? I don't know.
If there is a reason, it is unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on this matter?
I think I do.
In other words, can you prove she had a motive?
No, of course I can't. Nick, no. But what proof could I possibly have? I don't care if it's impossible. You still have to fight this one. Oh, well, I thought that was the answer. I present to the court the evidence that... Okay. Is it this? This is my proof.
This is the photo from before.
This photo reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With D. Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial, it began on that day 5 years ago. Ironically enough that the accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom. His guilt weighed him down, no doubt. However, you, D. Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for petty change. Bringing us to the present day and Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate. Yes, undoubtedly, it was a constant source of shame for the ex-star.
One moment, Mr. Wright.
We aren't talking about motives here, yet you have only talked about Mr. Hammer. It is almost seem as if it was the Mr. Hammer who had killed D. Vasquez, not the other way around. What motive would Miss Vasquez have? Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. I would never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine.
Mr. Wright, please explain Ms. Vasquez's motive of this murder. She had no motive.
She had no motive, Your Honor.
What's that now?
It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Ms. Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense. What's that now? Simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasquez. What? What? Oh, wait. No, that's Edward. What? Your Honor, Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool the security lady to think he was Mr. Powers. Then Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for that purpose, you ask? And for what purpose, you ask? To kill Dee Vasquez, who had so crudely taken advantage of him all those years. Oh, broke your pipe. So you did do it, didn't you? Yes, I am guilty. It was me. Oh, that was calm. Someone call an ambulance! There's blood everywhere. We're too late. Miss Vasquez. What happened here? Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. Manuel! Miss Vasquez, please try to stay calm, remain calm. No! How could this happen? Or, I didn't say happen, but whatever. It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and... No! Manuel! Don't touch him, Miss Vasquez. No! Did she love this guy or something? Was it like a lover or something? Please, don't die. Please. Okay, now I'm starting to feel bad for her. But she did do evil things, so... Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose again. Mr. Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth. P. Vasquez. In the waiting lobby, Your Honor. As calm and collected as ever. I see. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? It appears you have brought yet another miracle. Thank you, Your Honor. I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found so is natural, not a miracle. Yes, you're right. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, not guilty. You won! Now why don't you go be Wolverine? Clearly got a face for it. That is all. This court is adjourned. Oh, well, that was fun. Hopefully it's gonna be a good trial next time. So, October 20th, whatever, district lobby, whatever. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you're okay. Yes, but it's sad. I know that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez. But to think that he tried to frame me for the murder. It makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright. Huh? Tell me. Why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me? We're gonna do this after every trial? Well, this is what I think. Mr. Hammer wanted to put the blame on you because... Is it this? It's because you were the Steel Samurai. Because I was the Steel Samurai? Mr. Hammer was a big star once. But he was reduced to acting for a in a kids show and as the villain to boot. Like, but being the villain is sometimes pretty cool. Like, kids love the Steel Samurai, and so he hated you. I think I understand. He could have just told me. I would have changed places with him anytime. I think you're missing a point. Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over. So am I. Congratulations, WP. Oh. Thank you. Thanks to you too. To you. Okay. Thanks to you. I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. I can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume and... Is something wrong? No, of course not. Ah! Nick! Edgeworth! Why you here? Oh god, the silence. Say something, right? I'm not good at small talk. You just came here to small talk? Okay. Huh? What? That was too bad, Edgeworth. You don't waste any time gloating, do you? No, I really want to thank you. D. Vasquez would have gotten away if you hadn't stepped in. I'm pleased to meet you. I'm Powers. Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Liar? Right? I must say, I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years. Meet again? They know each other? However, in retrospect, it would have been better if we'd not met. Thanks to you, I'm saddled with unnecessary feelings. Unnecessary feelings? Yes, unease. Uncertain. Aren't those kind of necessary? They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. That's what I came here to tell you. Mr. Wright? Was that guy your friend? What? Friends? As if. They're rivals. Rivals, right, Nick? For now, we are, I guess. Huh? Why do I get the feeling that I'm missing something? Come on, Nick, tell me. What's the deal with you and Edgeworth? Is this the end? Okay. And so the curtain closed on another trial. I caused quite a stir by revealing the accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change. They went back to making kids shows again. Pink Princess. Oh. Well, Maya got her show. Nick! This is it. The new show starts today. You're going to watch it with me, right? I'll admit, I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it. You have to buy trading cards too, okay? We have to trade with Cody and that assistant. Is it? I don't think it's okay to be just, going around being with children like that. But whatever. I mean, you're Maya and Earthswell, so I guess it's okay for you. Fine, I'll do it. Isn't it great? WP gets to play the lead again. Wait, he's playing a woman? I wonder if they'll show his real face this time. I don't know. I don't think the world is ready for the real Powers. The end. So that will be the end of the third trial. So we'll be moving on to Turnabout Change, I think it was. And there's some guy with a parrot. some other guy, and Edgeworth looking like he's crying, and a woman with an afro. So, yeah. Um, I'll save it right now there. Okay, so thank you guys for watching, and we're gonna leave this right here. So, without a further ado, thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, and tell me more games you would like. And I'm gonna uh, darn it, whatever it is, I'm not looking. But regardless, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.